welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to, we have Moca FC versus Real Hope FA in the 2024 CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. Third place, second leg. We will be live for the final as well later tonight at 6:30. But first we got to do the third place matchup. Should be a good one. They're playing in Moca. They play both legs in the Dominican Republic. But Real Hope wearing red. Moca wearing their yellow. Moca are down 1-0 going into this leg. Because it's rivalry week. If they ain't fighting, it's not a real rivalry. Or at least acting like they're about to fight like State and Ole Miss did. Thanks to that Joe Dirt wide receiver they had. Ole Miss. But whatever. Here we go. Real Hope FA, starting 11. Or Moca starting 11. Pascal Gomez. Pascal Ramirez. Jose Francisco. Guillermo de Pena. Alan Aciar. Carlos Rosell. Clifford Thomas. Eduardo Montenegro. Juan Angeles. Victor Sanchez. Sergio Ventura. Gustavo Ascona. For Real Hope. Guli Elien. Peterson Pierre. Jimmy Guillaume. Huggins Michel, Yveto Dort, Daniel St. Fleur, Judy Johnson, Oliver Wadensky, Angelo Auxilius, Stanley Joseph, Watts Lazard. And they're about to kick off down in Moca. The winner of this game, the winner of this tie goes to the Champions Cup, and they will be in the draw next week. The loser sits on their couch. Well, still plays league matches, but they'll sit on their couch during the Champions Cup thinking what could have been. Then we have the final in about 2.5 hours. Oh, by the way, no, I think this one goes to extra time, I think. But if Real Hope scores, forget that. Moca has to score 2 to make sure this doesn't go to extra time. Real Hope has to score 1 to make sure this doesn't go to extra time. And we're off. Real Hope has the home goal, but if they score a away goal, it'll be hard for Moca no matter what. But this game will end in 90 minutes, if that's the case. How we doing, Jimmy? Moca are up against it. Very, very up against it in this game. For a team who should be better, they're very up against it. So we're going to find out. There we go. Corner? Nope. It will be, though. It will be, or a very close throw-in from Moca. Hello. Hola. Saludos. Saludos. Fanático de la Moca. How doing, Rory? 2 minutes in. 0-0 esta noche. 0-1 global. Moca, sí. Moca. Good tackle, Real Hope. Playing through. Cleared away. Nope. Not enough. Goal kick. Defender puts it through. Here we go. Playing through. Oh! Blocked away. Out for a throw for Real Hope. I will say this. Why do you think win the third place? I still think Moca has the quality. I still think Moca has the quality to win third place match. They still have to score 2 goals. They should be able to at home. Now, they're the ones who barely had to travel anyway last week, and they still lost 1-0, so because the game was played in the Dominican Republic, even though it was Real Hope's home leg, and they're Haitian, so there was barely any travel. So Sabao almost lost in that same situation, though, to them, so maybe they're just better than I thought. Trying to just push it through. Third place match. Well, by the way, this game's on Fox Soccer Plus. It's not Tubi this time, which is weird. They finally cared enough. It's the second leg of the finals in third place. We'll put it on actual TV. Everything this week for CONCACAF's on Fox Soccer Plus. I don't mind. It's like now we finally care enough about the Central or the Caribbean Cup enough. Central American Cup's had its moments. Overall. How we doing, Mile High? Thank you. Gracias. Gracias. You should have known it was coming, though. This is suit week, let alone suit day. Tomorrow, final. MLS Cup final on Saturday. That's 2 suit days after this. Then, of course, not long after, the Intercontinental Cup final will happen. That'll be a suit. And then I honestly decided for the Chelsea match, I'll still wear the jacket over my Chelsea jersey because that is the season finale. So we're going to go redneck business casual there. So there's still that, too. Like I did for the Champs Cup final. If you remember how that. It'll look better when I get a haircut. I don't know what it is about my bangs. I don't know what it is about my bangs. Like or even if you do this, that's a little bit better. That's better. That's better. I don't know why my bangs grow the way they do, though. I get my hair cut, it's straight. Which I will on Thursday, so that'll look a bit better. And then they just start growing like this. It's like, don't push it like that. It is. Maybe my hairline is screwed up, but I don't care. The people who truly matter don't give a shit about it, so. It's not like I'm hat fishing. I wear a hat most of the time, but it's not like I'm hat fishing. People know what's under that hat, especially when the hair starts growing a lot more. So, cross in, headed away. I don't care. So basically, the people that matter don't give a shit that it's kind of janky. So I don't care, especially when stuff starts growing out. So I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Playing forward. 8th minute. 0-0, 0-0. Playing it back to the keeper. But isn't Mascherano used to have hair? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what his FIFA card has. Yeah, his FIFA card has hair. He did have hair. Moca playing forward. Ball played in. Can they cross it? Blocked away. Real Hope defending for their lives. They've had like a chance or two offside 8 minutes in, but they're defending for their lives. If Moca scores a goal, we go to extra time. If they score 2 goals, even if Real Hope scores 1, they win the tie. If it's 2-1, they win the tie. So, there you go. What? I've already talked about these guys last week. What? How'd you misunderstand what I said? Mascherano had a FIFA card. He's got hair on that card. I'm confused. 9th minute. You're doing homework. Oh. If it's math, don't ask me for help. That's all I'm saying. I won't want to screw you over, so. If it's math, don't ask me for help. 10 minutes in. Moca player down. 0-0, 0-0 esta noche. 0-1 global. 0-1 on aggregate. Real Hope still leading over 100 minutes into this tie. I know, I'm just as shocked as you are. You know, it's worse to be on a knife's edge but still winning than being on... I would rather know I'm down than be on a knife's edge. Like, yeah, I have the lead, but... Top moments. It'd be like, yeah, we have the lead, but... we probably ain't keeping it. Cross in. Header down. Shot! That'll be a free kick, goal kick for Real Hope. But it is what it is, frankly. Mm-hmm. Play down. Ball played forward. Header. Played back. Moca trying to clear it away. Very sloppy game so far. Whether that's shocking or not, it's a very sloppy game so far. Oh. The USA beat the Netherlands 2-1. Good for them. Oh, that's the Club World Cup. I was like, cross in by Dort. Oh! Yeah. It's funny. I could probably get away. Well, current news, yes. No, I do not watch current news in Spanish. I could probably do it and understand what the hell's going on with my background knowledge of probably the news stories and the fact that I know enough Spanish to get by. I guess more than enough to get by, but I'm certainly not fluent. But still. I could speak more Spanish on these videos, but my brain goes a million miles an hour. It's hard for me to translate on the fly exactly what I'm saying. These are unscripted. That's the problem. Shot over the bar. I'm not good at translating in my head on the fly. I'm not good at that. Now, like if I was a coach and I was being asked questions in Spanish by a Spanish reporter, whatever country they're from, whether it's Mexico, Dominican, Costa Rica, Honduras, I would be able to answer their question in Spanish. Be like, okay, all right. Answer their question in Spanish because I think that's the only right way to do it. There's a difference there. And then again, it would just be really clunky to say something, then translate it completely. Like every single thing I say. Is Chucky Lozano still good? No. Has he been good? Played forward. Like, you're acting like he's been good in the past 3 years. Like, seriously. I hate to say this because I don't know how it's going to sound to some people, but Chucky Lozano hasn't been good since he got his face broken at the Gold Cup in 2021. Remember that game? He got his face caved in. Marvin Philippe, I think? Yeah, he got his face caved in at the Gold Cup, and he hasn't been good since then. And even then, he wasn't that great before it. He had his moments. I think he was coming into that tournament on a heater, though, if I remember correctly. And then he got his freaking face smashed in. Which, in the moment, I was horrified when I saw that happen, by the way. When I saw his face get smashed in, I was horrified. It's got to suck, but I think he was coming into that tournament on a heater, by the way, so. Damn. Mitch Marner will be the only Leaf to make Team Canada for the Four Nations face-off. th minute, 0-1. Aggregate, 0-1 global. So no, he's not still good. He hasn't been good. And when he starts playing for San Diego, we'll see what happens. Somehow he finds new life at San Diego. Watch this space. Not that I believe it, but that's how these things go. Chucky Lozano will become God at San Diego, especially since Bob Bradley isn't his coach. Cross in. Now, if Bob Bradley was coaching that team, we'd be having a different conversation. Chucky would still be Chucky. So. But under Mikey Varas, I do believe Chucky Lozano will be better. I do believe that San Diego will be more his level. I hope so. I want to see him play well. I watch the damn league. I don't want to see him fail. Wanting to see Chucky Lozano fail while he's playing in MLS is honestly self-sabotage. I want to see him play well, and I think he can. He still has something in him. Do I think he's ever going to go back to the Mexican national team? No. Unless, that is something that Vasco is known for, is being a freaking stubborn old-ass idiot. Remember the time he didn't start Ochoa at the World Cup? For Conejo Perez? Yeah, remember when he did that? Remember when he brought back Raul Jimenez? Oh, yeah, he just did that. Now, of course, that worked out because Raul's on fire right now, but sometimes a blind squirrel finds a nut. So, which is, Raul. He's not the blind squirrel. Vasco's the blind squirrel, but Raul's the nut in that case. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Ochoa, then he paid him back. Ochoa played the game they lost in Honduras. What the hell was that? Ochoa comes back into the El Tri squad, plays the game they lose in Honduras. What the hell was that idea? Then he plays Malagon at home and they win 4-0. What? There's a bad example recently. He called back in Ochoa and started him. Playing forward. I know you owe him one, but Nations League's not where, I guess it is the better place to give it to him, but yeah, you owed him one. I guess. "21st minute. Patrick Laine is back. Good. I'm happy to see him back. I hope he plays well." It was honestly sad to watch. I would have rather them kicked his ass. I think the way they turned heel on him actually got him more heat. If they could have kicked his ass, I don't know if it would have got as much heat. That's the one thing that is different. Honestly, that was just Pokal, sadly. Leverkusen's still, 12 points behind in the league? Something like that. 22nd minute. Saved. The way they turned on him, I think it got him more heat because they didn't have to kick his ass. They just told him to screw off. He was begging and crying. Even that hurt. That hurt me. It was a genius way to turn him. Man, I hope he gets cleared, though. I hope he does. Just single-handedly bounces him. That'd be funny. Islanders versus Habs. Well, there you go. Yeah. Personally, and if he does get medically cleared and feuds against Xavier and Kofi, I think he should go straight back to 3 ain't enough. 3 ain't enough. I need 5. The 5 count. Bring that back. I know they won't, but I think it'd be fitting. He's got a reason to bring it back. The 24th minute. Corner for Ral Hope. Header. Five. Foul. Be a free kick. 25 minutes. 25 minutes, and it's still 0-0. And Moca's had their moments. Settle. Doc has really been struggling. I like that Marty's putting line A with Slavkovsky and Doc, a big physical size, skill line. We've been lacking that. Yeah. I think they've just been lacking line A at this point. Like, some of the moments that have went bad for the Habs over the past, basically most of the season, I think is because line A wasn't playing, to be fair. '26th minute. Cross in. Header. Cleared away. You don't want extra time. You want Ral Hope to score or Moca to score too. It's that simple. Speaking of, let me check the regulations. Let me make sure there's extra time. I think there is in third place. Mm-hmm. So no extra time. Extra time. There will be extra time. I have a big chance for extra time in both matches tonight. Moca playing forward. But right now, Ral Hope would win the tie, which I'm honestly shocked, but did not expect that one bit. Ha! Ha! Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Okay, I love that. Trump stand next to a Canadian flag. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh. Centipede. Do. 28th minute. Hernan Lopez from San Jose, maybe going to Estudiantes. San Jose lost their damn mind. He has talent. I don't know if this is a Bruce Arena thing or a San Jose thing. I don't know, but God, Jesus, they're idiots. I hate San Jose. Dear God. Why are they around? 29th minute. Huh. Goalkeeper. Shot. Saved. And the Jaguars just got eliminated from playoff contention last night. That's something. Cross in, header, cleared away. They cleared their whole. Okay. Man, if I saw that, I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs if I was a coach. 30th minute. God, what are you doing? It's like, boom. Hey, I got the header. You hit it backwards. You hit it backwards. Playing forward. Throw in for Raul Hope. 0-0. 0-0. Esta noche 0-1 global. 0-1 on aggregate. Raul Hope still leads. And they've pushed forward a little bit. That's the good news for them. I won't say bad news, but the tougher news is they've been honestly hanging on for dear life. They've been hanging on for dear life. They have legitimately just been pushing and pushing and pushing. Defensively and offensively, but mostly defensively. Headed on. Not enough quality going forward. Moca needs 2 goals to win this tie and be third place for the second straight year. Playing through. Good tackle. Throw in for Raul Hope. Cleared away by Moca. Out for a throw for Raul Hope. Raul Hope playing forward. What a save. What a save. What a save by Pascal Ramirez. Oh, my God. He got up there. If he doesn't go for that, that's going in. He pushes it over the bar. The touch that he got on that corner. Player down for Raul Hope. Canada 5-1 South Korea. Let's go. Canadian women's team, of course. The Canadian women's team beat South Korea 5-1. I love it. I love it. There you go. Good. It's a good way to end the year. Raul Hope free kick. Shot taken. Shot saved. Right at Ramirez. Good idea. Bad execution. Playing forward. Playing forward. Play down, free kick. Raul Hope gets another free kick there. ACR. Yellow card. Free kick once again for Raul Hope, 37th minute. Shot taken. What a save. Rebound. Wide. Wow. Even the cameraman didn't expect that. Oh, Lord. Brought down. The rebound. Raul Hope, if they put that one away, that would have been good as gold. Moca saved. Keeper was in no man's land, and luckily, he didn't screw that one up. Luckily. Oh, look at this. Canada women's team finishes 2024 undefeated in regulation and extra time. Nice. They beat El Salvador, Paraguay, Costa Rica twice. Drew the USA, lost on penalties. Drew Brazil, win on penalties. Drew the USA, lost on pens. Beat Mexico. Drew Mexico. Beat Australia. Beat Nigeria. Beat New Zealand. Beat France. Beat Colombia. Drew Germany, lost on pens. Drew Spain. Drew Iceland. Beat South Korea. It's not bad. Whew. Major League Soccer best 11, 40th minute. The MLS best 11 this year. Let's see what they did. Goalkeeper, Christian Kalina. Fair. Defender, Jordi Alba, Yamar, Steven Moreira. What a back three. All right. Midfielders, that's a little bit weird. Midfielders, Lucho Acosta, Vander, Ricky Puig. The forwards, Christian Benteke, Denny Bwanga, Cucho, Messi. Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. But hey, at least Vander's there. Ricky Puig is there as well. A back three. Okay. Free kick for Raul Hope, 40th minute. Or free kick for Moca in the 40th minute. 5 minutes left in this half. Montenegro to take the free kick, takes it short, chips it through. Shot and advantage played. Raul Hope to get it out. 41st minute, gets to Ramirez, heads it away. Not far enough. Okay. Shot. Wide. That was something. That was definitely something. Heads the ball. Not far enough. That whole play was a melange of errors. Goal kick. Two players are down, one for Raul Hope, one for Moca. Now they've stopped the play, and they're going to go check on him. Still 0-0, 0-0 esta noche, 0-1 global, 0-1 on aggregate. And Raul Hope might just still survive this match and move on to the Champions Cup. Moca is... Victor Rivas is the ref, I see. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I can live with that. I'm okay with that. Victor Rivas isn't bad. He's passable. He's passable. They better. They better. If they don't, we got some problems. And it doesn't seem like they have problems. Speaking of, who's the ref for the next match? Who's the ref for the second leg of the final? They do not have it up yet. Yeah. And they're going to put the Moca player on a stretcher. He's gone. He will not play for the rest of the match. But he's going to be pulled. News. All right, here we go. That doesn't help. That doesn't really give you anything. No referee. 2 stretchers, actually. 2 stretchers. 2 stretches. No, we won't know till later about the referees. Stretchered off. They're going to have to set up a substitution. 44th minute. Both teams will. I'm doing Thunderstruck Desai. He's going to get upgraded to a 90 if they win tomorrow, so come on, Chelsea. Good. Ventura's going to come on for Moca. They brought on Cutie Yepez as well, turns out. Looks like they brought him on as well. Yep, Alan Asiar is off for Cutie Yepez. So they did make that sub. Who Asiar was on a yellow at the time, so there's that. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Ventura will be coming on as well for the injured player. Ventura, goal kick here. Hope Moca wins. Well, right now, they ain't playing good enough. I can tell you that much right now. What I can tell you right now is it don't look like it. Raul Hope is holding on to the aggregate lead. Moca has to score 2 goals in 45 plus 3 minutes, plus the stoppage time of the second half, if they don't want to go to extra time. And frankly, I do not need that to happen. Looks like they've pulled back Jimenez. And Raul Hope has not made any sub. So that's where we are. Playing through. Nice little chip. Moca blocked away. Turns out Moca is not as good as they've been or were last year. When you get, hold on, the semifinal, the second leg, even though they were down to 9, they got 7-0 in Jamaica. Maybe they do suck. Rafa's coming on, so Raul Hope will make a sub here. Doesn't third place really warrant a tie? Rafa Interville for Stanley Joseph. When it's for a CONCACAF place, yeah, they do have to play a third place match. It's like those repechaje matches in the Central American Cup. It's just a little bit more sticks out like a sore thumb situation. It's like it sucks. The teams who lost, Stanley Joseph, oh, that's not good. He scored the first leg goal that might put them to the Champions Cup, and he got taken off for Rafa. Okay, that's not great. Playing forward. But Leicester beat West Ham. It's out for a throw. 1 minute to go before the half. Playing forward, 30 seconds to go. Playing forward, 10 seconds to go. Right now, Raul Hope are 45 minutes away from being in the CONCACAF Champions Cup and being in the draw of the tournament next week. I can't believe it either. There are a couple of spots to be determined in the Champions Cup over the next couple of days. Third place, who gets the round of 16 berths instead of the prelim round berths? Could Seattle be in the MLS or the CONCACAF Champions Cup, or will it be Red Bull? And that's halftime. There's still things to consider. And it's 0-0, 0-0. Esta noche miro tiempo. 0-1 global. 0-1 on aggregate. Raul Hope are 45 minutes away. 45 minutes away from the Champions Cup. Who thought we would say that? Nothing. Actually, for you, you missed nothing. So even though you were late, you missed nothing. There was really nothing to speak of, frankly. There were moments in this game, but you really missed nothing. So, could be worse. With that being said, take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight. We will be back. Still a tie match on the night. On aggregate, Raul Hope has the 1-goal lead. If Moca wins this match 1-0, we go to extra time. Over 90 minutes, of course. If not, if Raul Hope scores 1, we will not go to extra time. If Moca scores 2, we will not go to extra time. No matter what happens on the other end. Yepez went to the Chinese league. Hope he's scoring goals. I don't know which one's weirder, Yepez to China or Jesus Jimenez to India. I don't know which one's weirder. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight, we'll be back. We're back for the stats at the half. Here we go. We got 0 shots to 11. 0 shots on goal to 7. 0 assists to 0. 6 steals to 12. 8 fouls to 5. 51% possession to 49% possession. 3 offside to 1. 0 corners to 3. 137 correct passes to 138. 32 incorrect passes to 21. 169 passes to 169. 81% pass accuracy to 87. 2 yellows to 0. 0 red cards to 0. Arguably, I think you could say Real Hope's been the better team slightly. I would say. I think they've been slightly the better team as this game's gone on. They've done everything right comparatively to what you would have expected against the situation, of course. I believe that this game has gone very well for Real Hope comparatively versus Moca. They've been fighting. They've been trying to hold the lead. They've had a good bit of chances comparatively as this match has gone. Very interesting, I have to say. It's very interesting. But I like the way they've been playing, Real Hope. They've been playing tough. They've been playing tough. And they know how to handle this. They have 45 more minutes till they get to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Oh, won't you look at that? The National Soccer Hall of Fame class of 2025 is Nick Raimondo, Chris Armas, and Mark Abbott. Legendary goalkeeper, legendary player, and now redeemed coach and former deputy commissioner of the league, Mark Abbott. And here we go. The second half's about to start. Clive Charles got absolutely robbed. I agree with that. Dressed well today. Also, I just booked a flight to LA to watch Red Bulls versus Galaxy. I asked the front office for tickets. They gave it to me. Let's go Red Bulls. Yeah, the front office has been really accommodating to Red Bulls fans, and I have to give them a plus for that. I just read that story about during the first half. I read the headline that 700 Red Bulls fans are being sent on Red Bulls' front office dime to go to the MLS Cup. You're one of them. And they're also reimbursing fans $300 for room and board as well, which is great. And the front office, the whole front office will be there. So you know what? If it goes their way, it was amazing. If it doesn't, at least you got a good day out in LA. I don't see where the loss is there, to be fair. So big ups to the Red Bulls. Big ups to the Red Bulls there. Real Hope about to kick off the second half. They're subbing out Guillaume. Guillaume gets subbed out for Real Hope. Hope we can win. I've been waiting for this day my entire life. Well, you got a better chance now that Ricky Puig blew out his knee. I still don't think you're the favorite, but I still don't think Red Bulls are the favorite, but they've shocked people already. And I mean, they're 11 minus Ricky Puig is about equal to Columbus's on paper. So we'll see what happens, but they have a chance. Who do you think will win, America or Cruz Azul this Thursday? I think Cruz Azul will win because I know they had a horrible first leg against Tijuana, but they came back heavily. They'll have players back. I don't think they'll let that happen again. Now, America has been playing better, but Toluca just, I mean, that was fraudulent, to be fair. That was a horrible play, but I still believe in Cruz Azul. I think they're not going to take this as easily as they did the first round because it's America, it's a rival. It's a rival. And, you know, I think they see them as a lot more even to them, even though their seeding is still lower. I think they see them as a lot more even to them. So I think Cruz Azul, if the game is fair, which knowing Televisa might not be, if the game is fair, Cruz Azul. And they still have a second leg anyway. So, I mean, both games are at Estadio Azul anyway. So, thanks to the Azteca's renovations. So, they're playing at home both legs. Yeah, but it's a run you will never forget, will you? Yes, I watched the Monday Night Football game last night. And we're off in the second half. Real Hope is less than 45 minutes away, plus stoppage time, to the Champions Cup. And they're making a good run here. Rafa crosses in. Saved. 0-0, 0-0 esta noche. 0-1 global. 0-1 on aggregate for Real Hope. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. The flight is going to be 6 hours from JFK to LAX. Very long time. It'll go by before you know it, especially if you sleep on it. I don't know. I don't know if I'd sleep on a 6-hour flight, especially if it was just, if there were people I cared about there, like they weren't sleeping, be like, hey, the flight's over. I'd be maybe a little bit more likely, but I don't know. Like if I had like a 24-hour, well, of course I'd have to sleep, but I don't see myself sleeping well on a plane anyway, because frankly, when you go to a hotel, and maybe this is just me, like when you're not in the bed you're used to, it's hard for you to sleep that first night anyway. You don't sleep well anyway. And with the fact there's turbulence on a plane, all that, do I think I would actually sleep well on a plane, especially if I was sleeping in a seat? No, I know I wouldn't. If I was sleeping in a suite, a first-class suite, maybe a little bit better. I mean, I've seen some really amazing first-class suites with beds and all that. Like, if you watch Trek Trendy, I've never been. I've only been on one flight. But I've seen what recent planes can do with first-class suites. If you watch the channel Trek Trendy, which he's got an amazing channel, by the way. I love his channel. He didn't pay me to say that. I chose to say that. Okay, just so you know. Quality. I'll tell you if something's quality. You don't got to pay me. I'll tell you if something's quality. His channel is. But, and also he has also train videos and cruise ship videos as well, because it's all travel, but they're a good bit of plane videos. I don't know if I would, frankly. Sitting in a seat, oh hell no, I wouldn't sleep well. I know I wouldn't. First class, the bed might be nice, but then again, when you're not in the bed you're used to, like when I'm in a hotel, that first night, I barely could sleep. I don't sleep well. And when I'm finally out, I do sleep like a rock. It's just like when I gotta be finally out. Like it takes. Like when I'm out, you know? It's not like I like go to sleep, wake up for 2 hours. Yeah, they're playing both games in the same stadium because they have to play at Estadio Azul. Yeah. But even if they were playing at Azteca, they'd still play in the same stadium because that was Cruz Azul's home stadium for a couple of years. But let me check. Let's go FOPMA, but it should be there. Okay. Thursday. All right. Where the hell are you? Oh, there we go. America Cruz Azul. What the hell? Turns out it's having a fit. Okay, so Wikipedia might be our best opportunity. 50th minute, 0-0, 0-0 esta noche. There we go. First off, let's check it through Google. América hosts at Estadio Azul. Estadio Ciudad de los Deportes. Estadio Azul. Yep, Estadio Azul. They're still stuck there. And then the second leg on Sunday is at Estadio Azul. Yep. There you go. Yep. But even if it was Azteca, it'd still be the same situation. It's not like Cruz Azul busted out Estadio Azul against America over two-legged tie. Which would have been genius, but maybe now that they've went back, maybe they won't go back to the Azteca. I don't know. Or maybe they will bust it out when it comes to if they play them in a two-legged tie when the Azteca is finally open again. Which would be genius. I mean, it'd be like, yeah. Rafa crosses to the top of the box. Exilius switches it back. Shot, block. They could have taken a better shot earlier. But seriously, I think the past couple of years, the past couple of seasons for Cruz Azul have been so good while they're playing at Estadio Azul. I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't go back to the Azteca. Like the Azteca, I mean, they did win a title there while playing there. But, and maybe it's just causation. Correlation isn't causation or whatever. But I feel like them being back at Estadio Azul is giving them some more But with that being said, 53rd minute, Johnson's down, 0-0, 0-0 esta noche, 0-1 global, 0-1 on aggregate. Real Hope still has the lead. Moca is not getting near the net. They have not had any shots. No shots at all. Not one shot for Moca, which I'm shocked, to be fair. I'm shocked. I'm legitimately shocked. Out for a goal kick. Goal kick for Ramirez. Real Hope is playing their hearts out. They want to get to the Champions Cup. And let me tell you, going into this tournament, I had no thought this would happen, that they'd be minutes away. from the Champions Cup. I never thought. I had no expectation of this. And they are minutes away, less than just about over half an hour away from being in the Champions Cup. Did not expect that. I thought it would be Final Four would be what? Mount Pleasant, Cavalier, Sabal, Moca. I had no thought of anybody else other than the two Jamaican teams. Was it Arnett Gardens? Either way, I had two Jamaican teams, two Dominican teams in the semifinals. I had no idea Real Hope was going to be this good. They got out the group with Cavalier. They played tough against Sabal. They still had third place, even though they lost. Kept their heads held high. And here, they're minutes away. Moca are legitimately, they have no answer. They have no answer. And I'm legitimately shocked. I'm legitimately shocked. They have no answer. None. Not a lick. Not a lick. Not a lick of an answer. And it's just crazy. I did not expect this one bit. Moca are underplaying so badly. This is just, they are not urgent at all. They have no urgency at all. They have had no shots. This is a free kick here for Moca. Like, it's going to be a freaking chore for them just to get the one goal to go to extra time. Header cleared away. Perfect clearance. Not enough in the end. Seriously, I'm just not sure we watched this, but seriously, Moca needs to score, damn it. Free kick for Moca after the stoppage of play. My Bundesliga team is 7th place. We're having an amazing season. Look for that second goal for Mainz. 05 versus Hoffenheim, where he scored a banger. All right. Let me go ahead and look this up. Mainz, Hoffenheim. Here we go. Mainz versus Hoffenheim 2 days ago. Second goal for Mainz. Here it is. Boom. Here it is. First goal. Oh, that was a save. That was the first goal. Playing forward. Nice. Oh, what a ball through. That was awesome. That was awesome. Are we playing forward? We're good, I think. Playing forward. All right, we're good. We're good. Let's see. Oh, my. What a goal. That was an amazing goal. 59th minute. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. The match was two days ago. So, what a goal. What a goal that second goal was. Awesome. Awesome. My God, that was a howitzer. That was a howitzer. We're good. I was talking about the highlights he told me to look at, not any goal in this game, by the way. Just for obvious just for a disclaimer. Just for a disclaimer there, by the way. 30th anniversary of PlayStation today. I wish I had a PS5. Because you know what I love? Not just the fact they brought back the PS1 startup. What I do love is that there's different backgrounds for the PS5. They have PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 backgrounds. I would put on the PS2 background, and it has the sounds from that menu. Man, I would so badly. Like, if I had a PS5, I'd be putting it on the PlayStation 2 background for as long as I could. It has the cubes. Come on. Because, honestly, my favorite PlayStation is the PlayStation 2. Like, truthfully. Like, that's what it was first around when I was, or really what first took hold. When I was just starting to remember things. The intro to the PlayStation 2 is nostalgic. The cubes, all that. Yeah, I mean, come on. Corner for Moca, 61st minute. Like, it's obviously, like, it has to be for me. Cross in. Offside. Like, I don't have a PS1. I have some PS1 games, but I don't have a PS1 proper, sadly. I have a PS2, PS3, PS4. Not a PS5 either. Jonathan Burkhardt is too good for Mainz. He has 9 goals, 12 matches in the Bundesliga. I think the German national team needs to call him up. Needs a striker, so they should call him up. Yeah, because Volker, he's fallen off a bit since he went to West Ham. Doesn't surprise me, though. Playing amazing football as our best player. Came through the youth academy. Don't understand why he hasn't left yet. There are no rumors of him leaving the club. Maybe he wants to stay. Maybe he doesn't see a reason to leave. Should respect that. Besides, maybe he doesn't want. Maybe he's not gotten that life-changing money that it matters to him anyway. Maybe he has loyalty. I respect it. See, here's the thing. People, it's just like college football or relationships or anything. People in this generation are not born with loyalty. There ain't many people who understand loyalty in this generation. So if you find one, cherish them, is my point. If they're on your college football team and they won't leave, even though they're a small program and they won't jump into the portal, you cherish that player because they have loyalty in their heart. If you find a player who comes through the academy, is a player that should be playing at that club but still chooses to play at that club because he doesn't want to leave that club, cherish them. They have loyalty. My point being is anybody who's around my age or younger, if they actually know what the hell loyalty is, respect that is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because there ain't many people my age, younger, maybe a little bit older, know what the hell loyalty is. Maybe you can knock it up to a current 30-year-old. So like 30 to 0, they don't know what loyalty is. They don't. They don't. In any case, whether it is the transfer portal, whether it's leaving a club that they've grown up through the academy for, whether it is relationships, nobody knows loyalty. Or not many people do. I do. Luckily for me, I have a good amount of people in my life that do know loyalty. Whether that is just friends or whatever that knows loyalty. But, hey. That's just my opinion. There you go. Botafogo champion of South America. Yep, we're going to see them play Pachuca in a couple of weeks. We'll be live for it. Be an interesting match, too. Maybe. Maybe you're right, but I'm just saying in general. Like, if they tell you to screw off, it is what it is. Point blank, period. If somebody tells you to screw off, loyalty doesn't matter. Then you just walk away. I get that. But if it's up to me, I'm going through the highs and the lows. If it's up to me, I'm going through it all. I'm locked in. If you tell me to screw off, that ain't breaking loyalty. I just got told to screw off. It's that. '65th minute. But that's more being told to screw off. Even if you want to stay there, that's being told to screw off. So there's a difference there. Here comes Raul Hope. If they score this, game's over. Shot, goal! Goal! Exilius scores the goal! And Raul Hope might as well have clinched the CONCACAF Champions Cup spot. Angelo Exilius, all alone, runs it through and pops it in. 0-1. 0-1 esta noche. 0-2 global. 0-2 on aggregate. Exilius. He's going to Champions Cup and he knows it. Moca needs 2. Well, actually, no, they need 3 in less than 30 minutes. And they haven't even got a shot on goal yet. They're done. They're done. 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 Boom. Over the leg of the keeper and in. What a shot. Calm, cool, collected Angelo Exilius. Goal for Al Hope. The CONCACAF Caribbean Cup final, 6:30 or 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. We got Cibao Cavaliers second leg. So 30 minutes after this ends, I have the jacket on and all that. The suit jacket on and all that. Goal. Thomas Muller is very loyal. He was from Munich and stayed at Bayern Munich his whole career. Yep. Who's winning? Raul Hope. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Man, they're tough. Man, they play tough. Now, will that translate to Champions Cup? Probably not, but we'll find out who they get next week. And I'll be live for that draw, by the way. If they get somebody that they can fight against, which they're in the second pot probably, so probably not, but who knows? Maybe they'll get Sporting Kansas City. I could see them beating Sporting Kansas City. I could see them beating Sporting Kansas City. You know, I could see that. Vancouver, I have no idea. Vanni Sartini's gone, so they'll actually probably have a better manager, so that may not end well for Raul Hope. But hey, Raul Hope for Sporting Kansas City. I'd rather Forge get Sporting Kansas City because they beat Sporting Kansas City. They're horrible. They ain't doing nothing off season anyway. I'll do a video for the Club World Cup draw. I will not be able to be live for the Club World Cup draw because it's going to be a longer, not a longer haircut for me, but I'm going to be there the whole time, so. But I will do a recap video for the Club World Cup draw. I just won't be live as it's happening. As long as I talk about it, though, we'll be fine. As long as I talk about it, though. Still going to talk about it, though. You're missing a monumental moment. Still talking about it. 69th minute. The haircut was scheduled before the draw. So, honestly, it's either do it on the 5th or not have a haircut until 2026 or 2025. Why did I say 2026? 2025. I meant 2025. Either way. Not have a haircut till like February 2025. I know what I'd rather do. I'm not letting this get to a freaking mop. So it's either haircut for a Thursday or not until 2025 and probably deep into January. What do you want me to do? Hell no. No. I'm not going there. I have my preferred barber, haircut, whatever. I do not want to go to Supercuts. I would rather have a mop than go to damn Supercuts. No. I did that once. I'm not doing it again. Got a pair of clippers. I'm still making a video about the Club World Cup draw. It just won't be live. About once a month. Here's the problem, though. The person I prefer to get my hair cut from also colors my mom's hair. That's why it's going to take so long. It's not my hair. Could I leave early? Maybe. I don't want to. It's not my fault. The $5 bus to fade don't take long, but I don't like leaving, so. Oh my, 1-1. Moca finally puts one on net, but they still need 2 goals. I don't think they're going to get it. That would suck. I'll be live for the Red Bulls. Yes. I'll be live for that game. Don't worry. UEFA? Ain't going to be Madrid. Not at this point. Oh, they might. How would they call this offside? Guillermo de Pena gets the goal for now. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. It is a goal. 1-1. Uno esta noche. Uno esta noche. Uno dos global. Moca needs 2. Right now, Bayern. Bayern's looking good. Yeah, Bayern. I'll pick it. Moca needs 2. You're getting a Club World Cup video. You're getting a video. You just won't get a stream. It is what it is. Take it or leave it. My channel. I'm still doing a video about it. It just won't be live. But I was going to do a reaction anyway. It's a draw. Well, I do love draws, but whatever. Take it or leave it. '74th minute. Why are we arguing about this? Because he's a jackass. They still need 2. We've just been talking about that. There will be a video, no live. There will be a recap video of the draw. It'll be out early because I'll do it as soon as I get home and I'll write down the draw results. There will be a recap video. I will not be live for the draw. Take it or leave it. It's just what I said. My way or the highway. I'm stubborn, as you can tell. I do it my way. I'm stubborn, as you can tell. You can't be surprised. You can't be surprised at this point. You really can't be surprised at this point. 75th minute. They still need 2. At least I'm talking about it. I was going to do a recap video anyway after. If there was a live, there would have been a recap video after anyway. So it's just you won't get a live stream. It's the same situation normally. Headed away is, well, normal besides. We're going 2019 style. '75th minute. '76th minute. Well, I know you wouldn't. How many corners? Comparison, boom, boom. Corners is 1 to 3. There's only been 4 corners in the game. What'd you bet on the corners? Are you another one of those who bet on the corners? I want the over on corners. Oh my God. We doing this again? 77th minute. I'm not doing a live stream for the Club World Cup draw. Scheduled a haircut before I knew the World Cup draw was going to be at 1 p.m. on December 5th. Oh, by the way, it's too short notice to change it anyway, and I'm not having a mop for 3 months. I'm not going to let this get to a mop for 3 months just so I can do a live stream. So you'll get a review. That's it. At least it's not like I'm missing a match. Take it or leave it. If you want to cry, I'll make lemonade out of your damn tears. Not at you, but there's somebody who's really mad about it. I'll make lemonade out of your damn tears. Save them. I'll make some lemonade out of your tears. My show. At least I'll be talking about it. So you don't get a live stream. At least I'm talking about it. Besides, you won't even get my thoughts until the recap anyway. There's not enough time for me to tell you my thoughts until the recap anyway. So what's the use? You're not missing anything. Like if I'm doing a draw stream, you won't even get my thoughts until the recap video. So really, you're losing the thing that really could matter less, frankly. Shot, goal. Oh my. Oh my. It's 2-1. Oh my God. They have 12 minutes. They have 12 minutes to score another goal. DePena again. All him. All DePena. They're finally woken up. 2-2 on aggregate. 2-2. 2-1 esta noche. 2-1 on the night. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm doing the $5 busted fade, but that's not the thing that takes 2 hours. But nobody does it right. But nobody does the $5 busted fade right. I went to Supercuts. They don't do it right. Like I had to have a haircut back in August of 22, and I had to go to Supercuts because my normal barber wasn't open. wasn't open that day. So I had to go to Supercuts because we had to go down to Mississippi for you remember the time I took a picture standing on the frickin' levee in Greenville. Yeah. So that had to be Supercuts. They didn't do it right. They never do. Hell no. Well, what if you move? You have to find. Well, what if you move? You'll have to find a new barber. Well, if I'm rich enough, I won't. That's the plan. What about sands through the hourglass? Good point. What about sands through the hourglass? Good point. That's a good point. Moca's 1 goal away. But no. Nobody does the $5 busted fade right. Nobody. Especially Supercuts or great clips. Nobody. Besides, those other places can't get my unibrow either. So, which at this point, yeah, I think we need to handle that. So, 82nd minute. Moca got 2. Get a mullet. Hell no. Do you think I'm Joe Dirt? 2-1. Cibao FC. Was it? Either way, it's the same thing. I'll be live for the finals. Don't worry. I'll be live for the finals. The Club World Cup draw is what I'm missing live. But again, I will do a recap of that once I get home, which is when you actually get my thoughts anyway. So it's not like you're actually missing anything. Do you actually want my thoughts or me just to see, oh, here's what's on the paper? I think you actually want my thoughts. So are you really missing anything? No. You know how these streams work for draws? Just because I'm not live, I'm still making a video for it. And you actually get my thoughts in the video. I'm missing the part that doesn't matter. That actually, so what? I read a piece of paper? Yes. You get the part where you actually get my thoughts. You still get the part where you actually get my thoughts. That's what matters. Not the part where I'm reading off the piece of paper just like they are. I don't think it's bad. Like, why are we all... I don't think the way I'm going to do it's bad. We're acting like it's the end of the world. So there's a scheduling conflict. You're missing the part where I'm just reading the paper like they are. You don't even get my thoughts to the recap. And we're acting like the world's on fire. Make me act like Bill O'Reilly when he couldn't read a freaking last second script. Fuck it, we'll do it live. What are we doing here? Well, that's going to be in the recap. That's actually what the recap's for. See, follow along. Follow along. The recap's where you get the thoughts. The live streams where I read the paper like they're reading the paper. Oh, God. Is this going to be a thing for another 2 hours? Let's cut it. I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. You actually get my thoughts during the recap. Let's cut that there. You're still getting a recap. That's where you actually get my thoughts. You don't get my thoughts during the live stream, at least not to a certain extent. I'm just reading the paper like they are. It's not like these where you actually get my thoughts. It's a different situation. They're pulling those at freaking light speed. There's no time for my thoughts during a draw. So 86 minute. The recap's the place for the draws. So it's a video instead of a live stream. Life's life. It is what it is. It can't always go your way. Sabao FC started. It starts at 6. It starts at 6. Life can't always go your way. Sometimes things are going to pop up and it doesn't go exactly your way. So be it. At least there's a good middle ground. At least it's not a complete shit show. It's 6. For me, it's 5-17. Gol de Visitar. Real Hope does have away goals. See. Real Hope, Gol de Visitar, see. So as of now, they'll still advance by the skin of their teeth. Moca needs one more. That's that. And that's that. That's Eastern time zone. Yep. But then again, for their game would be at 7 in the Eastern time zone. For me, it's 6. Yeah, the Pacific's 3:17. That's weird. I could see why jet lag's a thing. I'd be out of my mind. 3:17 in the Pacific time zone. I'd be out of my mind. Man, I'd see shit. I'd get jet lag in the freaking Pacific time zone. Like Eastern time zone isn't hard of a jump. I've been in the Eastern time zone a couple of times. It's not that hard of a jump. Santiago at 7. Exactly. For me, it's 6. I can handle the Eastern time zone. I don't know about the Atlantic time zone, but it's easier to go later than earlier in my book. It should be 5. For me, it's 5:18. 88th minute. It is 5:18. The game should start at 6 for me because it's 5:18. Your game starts at 7. I'm an hour behind. 6 o'clock. Boom. So. You're still getting a recap. I'm doing it my way. You're still getting a recap video. For me, it says 6 o'clock. So, if I look at the CONCACAF schedule on CONCACAF.com, for me, it says 6 o'clock, and it still says upcoming. So, last thing, you're still getting a recap video. Yes, but you're still getting a recap video. Real Hope just scored. Game's over anyway. Real Hope just scored. 2-2. Moca's Not going to get third place. Moca needs 2. Goal for Real Hope, 2-2. 2-2. Ball crossed in by Rafa. Top of the box. And a freaking laser that they don't even expect. There it is. Daniel St. Fleur puts it away for Real Hope. That is not the way they wanted it. Real Hope scores. Daniel St. Fleur. 2-2 on the night. 2-2 esta noche. 2-3 global. 2-3 on aggregate. Real Hope has the lead with 2 away goals. Moca needs to score 2. They have 6 minutes to do it. We have 6 minutes to do it. Daniel St. Fleur. Ariel Leon says he's happy that Real Hope should be going to the Champions Cup. Timeless. Timeless. It's timeless. What? Oh, this is crazy. I just saw this. Hold on. O.J. Simpson's ex-bodyguard claims to have his confession to Ron Goldman and Nicole Simpson's murder recording now in the cops' hands. So now that O.J.'s dead, we just like, yeah, he did it. Yeah, he actually did it. Which anybody with half a brain knew he did it anyway. Rotten hell, OJ. I know Howard won't say it because he's a punk now. I know Howard Stern won't say it because he's a punk now. If it was the 90s, he would. Rotten hell, OJ. Now we know he, of course, anybody with half a brain knew he did it. Anybody with half a brain knew he did it. Now that he's dead, you know, might as well. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised. It's like he's dead. What's the point? So he's in hell. That's a worse prison than real prison. I would not want to be in either place, but I'd rather not be burning for eternity. Concrete's better than fire, is all I'm saying. Concrete is better than fire. If I had a gun to my head and you made me choose, I'd rather have concrete than fire. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if you're in concrete, you're going to hell anyway, but you know. Well, it depends on. Well, if you're OJ, yeah. You're going to hell anyway. You might as well get used to it, you know. And a baba booey to you. And a baba booey to you. Oh. So World Star clickbaited. Okay, yep. That's worse than TMZ. Speaking of TMZ, that's worse than TMZ. I don't care if he confessed or not, he still did it. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Chewbacca is from Endor. Is an Ewok from Endor, but he's on Hoth. Now that don't make sense. The Chewbacca defense. Now that don't make sense. Now that don't make sense. $434. Yeah, he's still. So he didn't. So he didn't confess. He still did it. Crap, Moca's done. They were done when the second goal went in. Like, oh, we're going to score 2 goals in 2 minutes. Oh, there's another goal. 2-3. Ah! Raul Hope scores another goal. St. Fleur with a second. No. Actually, no. That is number 20. That is Rafa. Rafa Interval scores. 2-3, 2-3, 2-4 global. Over. It's done. It's done. You're done. You're done. That's game, set, and match. Raul Hope's going to the Champions Cup. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. To be fair. I can't believe it, to be fair. They're going on. I hope Raul Hope plays tough during the Champions Cup. Even if they get somebody they're probably not going to beat. Which, that's very likely, considering they'll be in pot 2. But, you know, shit goes weird. Oh, wait, yeah. Well, yeah, Violette over Austin. Let's not forget that one. And it's full time. Raul Hope wins the 3rd place match. They have won the 3rd place match in CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. 3-2 on the night. Two to 4 on aggregate. Dos a 3 esta noche, 2-4 global, Raul Hope FA. 3 puesto ganar. Raul Hope FA avanzar de la Copa Campeones de la CONCACAF. Raul Hope to the CONCACAF Champions Cup next year. Well deserved. They fought their asses off and they got it done. What a finish. What a finish, man. Lovely. What a finish. That's how you do it. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send chats on the live streams. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you at 6 o'clock for the final, the second leg of the final. Cibao Cavalier. We'll review that match once it's over. We'll be live for Alajuelense versus Real Esteli tomorrow. We'll review that. Then we'll do a recap of the Club World Cup draw on Thursday. It is what it is. I'll see you in about 30 minutes. I'll see you. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. Congratulations, Raul Hope. Felicitaciones, Raul Hope. Commiserations to Moca. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See you. Well, they're going to be in. It's just depending on where they sit. Since they're in the final, they're in. Don't worry. Losing the final won't change that. But it'll change where they sit. That's the point. Sit tight, I'll be back. Peace.